Back, folks. Xfinity X1 customers say, "Show me sports," into your remote and get live game stats, up-to-the-minute scores and standings right on your TV. Change the way you experience sports with Xfinity X1. I forgot to talk into my remote last night. I meant to do that. Did, however, speak to my toaster this morning.
Did it talk back?
Yeah, no, but it did a nice job.
Lester working with a 2-1 advantage.
Don posted a 1.74 ERA here at Wrigley Field last year.
1-1 to Franco's popped up, but no play.
Today is the 100th anniversary of the double no-hitter game. Cubs-Reds, 1917. Hippo Vaughn pitching for the Cubs. Fred Toney for Cincinnati. Both had no-nos through 9. And then the Reds scored one in the 10th. Jim Thorpe, the great Olympian, driving in the only run of the game. Toney pitched a hitless 10th to complete his no-hitter. Great pitching duels ever 100 years ago today.
Yeah. Two and two on Franco. Saunders next on deck. Bounce to Rizzo, and he'll underhand to Lester covering. Hey, check out the variety of luxury premier options that Wrigley Field has to offer for your next client, corporate or family function, like the all-inclusive Fannie Mae Suite located in center field. Visit Cubs.com/premier for an option that fits your needs. Get it, Bleacher Suite.
Oh, clever.
Saunders popped to third, his first time. Hit a home run last night among his 2 hits. Fastball right down the chute. 0-1. Cubs minor league report. Third baseman Jason Bossler continues his fine work for Double-A Tennessee. Got another 2-homer game yesterday. He's got 7 so far on the year. Got some injuries at Triple-A Iowa, however. John Andrioli's been on the DL for a bit. Ian Happ goes to the DL. He's got a thumb issue. Baez can only stop it.
You said thumb for Ian Happ?
I believe so. We'll double check.
Baez, fun to watch even when he doesn't make the play.
A bruised thumb for Happ. Eddie Butler's also on the shelf. He's got an ankle issue. Throw to first, safe.
There's that quick spin and flip from Contreras. Usually one caught base stealer, one pickoff is enough to slow teams down with their aggressive leads and all the shenanigans they're trying to pull out there.
Right field, and it's going to roll for a while. Saunders around third. He will score, and we're tied. And John Lester glaring at Toby Basner, the plate umpire, after not getting a call on the pitch before it. It's 2-2.
Joseph had been struggling, but showing signs of life the first couple games of this series. Hit a home run yesterday, walk double here today, and one time he just stays on the ball and powers it the other way. Bruce has to retreat all the way into the corner to get it.
Galvis takes a strike. He stands way off the plate with that open stance. A lot of guys with the wide open mechanics, they've got that back foot a lot closer to home plate. And the Tony Batista was like this.
Oh man, Tony Batista just pretty much squared up to the pitcher.
And as you watched Batista, you would think, well, just work the outside corner, he can't reach it, but it was the opposite effect. The way to get him out was to crowd him because he was a diver.
Right, and that's the way to go against a lot of these guys with the open stance. But you see Galvis pretty early on gets into a more conventional hitting position. He'll pull that front foot square with the back.
But what I mean by a diver is Batista's point was, I'm going to cover the outside corner and I'm going to pull one 450 feet. He wanted guys. He baited them to try to work the outside. To third, Bryant's got to hurry. Out at first. Good dig by Rizzo. Two really good plays to get Galvis.
Yeah, good work by the corner man. Charging play by Bryant. Real nice pick here by Anthony, and I love the fact that he doesn't quit on the play. Takes a shot behind the runner at second as well.
Takes a ball and a strike to second. Contreras back picks Joseph.
Phillies now contemplating a challenge. What a throw by Contreras. He sees these guys taking the big leads and he just salivates. I'm not sure.
Pete McCannon is going to challenge.
Yeah. Javi really sells this call, but it's going to get overturned. He's going to be safe. And I think the Cubs pretty much are anticipating that call because they're all back out on the field. Sometimes it's, obviously the payoff is picking people off, but that's going to tighten up some leads. Obviously it's going to go into all the scouting reports. The advanced scouts that are watching this series are going to tell their base runners, hey, be wary with Contreras back there. So we mentioned the double no-hitter, the Hippo Vaughn game. James Leslie Hippo Vaughn, 6'4", 215. So not by today's standards, not that big, but back in the day, that was good enough to get you the moniker Hippo.
Looks like we're going to get a decision.
I'm a little surprised it's taking this long.
What StatCast thought of it. 88.1 miles an hour on that throw from Contreras.
But he's one of those guys with the quick twitch muscle fiber, right? Quick feet, quick exchange, strong arm. Well, they're just going to go ahead and put him on here. Deal with Hellickson.
So an intentional walk. Hellickson did not go down without a fight in his first at bat. It was a 10-pitch exchange.
It was lengthy. Ultimately grounded out to short, but he really hung in there. Fouled off a bunch of pitches. Turnover with his Philly club over the years, but against the Philly colors, John Lester has been dominant. 6-0 with a 1.46 ERA. He's made 8 starts against the Phillies. Mentioned at the start of the ball game, pitched against them twice last year. 14 and a third innings combined, 1 earned run, 16 punch-outs, just a couple of walks. Many of these current Phillies have had much experience against him. Howie Kendrick, who's currently on the DL, 31 at bats.
Phillies have tied it on the Joseph double, plating Saunders. And they have 2 men on with 2 down. And a 1-2 count on Hellickson. Here's a pitch outside. Here we go again. Zobrist was playing in, so barely had to move as he makes the catch. Hellickson, a couple of good at bats, even though he's 0 for 2.
So why do your low fares come with 2 free bags, unlike the other guys?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
And why do your low fares stay so low?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
Why am I wasting time with that other airline?
When you should be with me instead.
Yes. What? Southwest.
Hey, Chicago, say yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
We're here in this auto graveyard to demonstrate a remarkable car polish. New Finish, the once-a-year car polish. Simply wipe it on and just wipe it off. It's that easy. And look, New Finish restored a deep, hard shine even to this weather-beaten car. We polished this car with New Finish and ran it through 52 car washes. Even after heavy-duty detergents and powerful scrubbing, the water still beads. So get New Finish.
Available at Pep Boys, Target, Ace, O'Reilly Auto, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Hey, Frankie, what you got there? It's an Italian hero from Subway.
That's a lot of meat on that sandwich.
Well, yeah, it's got mortadella, spicy capicola.
Capicola? Nice.
Genoa salami, provolone.
Is that Mediterranean oregano I smell?
Yeah.
That thing is loaded.
That's a nice sandwich. You did good, Frankie.
Tony, come see what Frankie did.
Subway has the authentic taste everyone loves. Introducing the Italian Hero. It's our better Italian flavor for a better Subway.
Closed captioning of Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing.
A little seepage in your basement is no need to panic. Count on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing to diagnose and repair the problem.
For a free consultation, visit uswaterproofing.com. A better basement starts with us.
2-2 tie as the Cubs will bat here in the last of the fourth against right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. Well, exit velocity last year, 2 years ago, the Cardinals, his average exit velocity was just over 89 miles an hour. Last year, 86.6. And a very tough year. Well, 89.7. And that leads the Chicago Cubs here in 2017. He had a good year with the Cardinals 2 years ago, so you take those numbers.
Yeah, back up where he was a couple of years ago. And for me, the real key is just, I mean, boy, you can really get nuance here in these conversations, but far less soft contact for Hayward this year. Last year, there was a lot of games where he just, getting tied up, weak little pop-ups on the infield, rolling over on balls. Consistently sharper contact so far this year for Jason. I would say on average about 3 miles an hour harder than last year.
And a strike on the bottom part of that pitch cast box. Left field and foul. By a whole lot.
Would have been handy. Potential leadoff double, just looks a little bit foul. That one well struck, 98 miles per hour off the bat of Hayward.
We don't see Hellickson a lot. I think you mentioned only his second start against the Cubs, but he looks to be pretty unflappable, doesn't he? A one hopper to the second baseman, Hernandez.
Yeah, I think
good
Scott's
demeanor.
Yep, mound presence, carries himself well out there. This Sunday, May 7th, Wrigley Field is going pink to promote breast cancer awareness. Join us as the Cubs take on the Yankees. First pitch 7:05, and up to the first 5,000 early arriving fans in the Budweiser bleachers will receive a Cubs Save Second Base t-shirt presented by Advocate Healthcare. For more information, visit Cubs.com.
Contreras struck out his first time. And a good play by Franco to not get distracted by the barrel of the bat that flew past his left ear as he made the pick and then the throw.
We've had a flurry of these the last couple of days. Exploding bats. Movement in on the hands. Should Doobie. Someone's in the kitchen with Wilson.
Foul strike on John Lester, who had a pretty civil chat with Mr. Basner between innings. Two. Ball through the legs of Hellickson and into center. Little payback after Hellickson had battled Lester in his first two ABs.
Right through the 5-hole. Solidly hit. 2-out knock for Lester, and the home run hitter, Javi Baez, strides the home plate. Picked down a first pitch curveball from Hellickson and pumped it way up into the left field bleachers. That would be an interesting number, and I'm sure somebody's got it. First pitch strike percentage against a hitter who took you deep last time he was up.
You're guessing it would be pretty low.
Quite low, yeah. And then the other thing is, it would be interesting to throw the guy the same exact pitch you threw him last time. With the idea that there's no way he's looking for that first pitch curveball again after what he did to it last time.
Kind of the counterintuitive play.
It's something Greg Maddux would have done. That next level. I've never been smart enough to do that. I am now, by golly. It's a little too late, though. 30 years ago, I could have used that information.
Hellickson takes a lot of time between pitches, even with nobody on base. Lester not being held by Joseph. 1-2, ground ball foul.
Hellickson, after being called for the balk, a little more cognizant of that. He still does that little shake, but then he at least on that pitch, came to a very obvious complete stop. There is the positioning. 1-3-1 zone trap. Shimmy, 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 stop.
And a base hit. Lester will put on the brakes at second. Back-to-back 2-out hits.
Well, Kyle Schwarber's been in a funk for a while. This would be an opportune time to come out of it. Hitting the ball on the ground a lot. Not really his game. Stays inside that one. Lines the single to center. Under duress, most pitchers will rely heavily on their best pitch. For Hellickson, that's the changeup. Show me heater out of the zone.
You get the feeling somebody's going to pay at some point soon, right? Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
Going to put a hurting on a baseball. It's just a matter of when, not if.
Anthony last time 2-0, he threw a fastball in.
Club, right field, and gone. Somebody's going to pay. 5-2.
How sweet must that feel for Kyle Schwarber? Boy, you talk about an unlikely uprising from the bottom of the order. 2 outs, nobody on. Lester singles, Baez singles, and the struggling Schwarber gets into one. There's your Ford home run replay. Got that low ball and lifted it into the bleachers in right. I'm going to give you credit for a prediction for a call on that one. You went a little Nostradamus there.
Yeah, not really. So no Cub had gotten to 20 homers faster than Kyle Schwarber just did in his 97th career game.
RBIs 10, 11, and 12 for Kyle.
Into deep right center. Herrera going after it. He can't get it. Chris on his way to third. He's got a triple.
Off the bat, I thought this one was going to fly out of here. It stays in the ballpark. Herrera pulled up a little bit short there. I think he saw Saunders out of the corner of his eye. I mean, he had a lot to think about, not the least of which is a brick wall. Safely in with a triple. First one of the year for Bryant.
A bunch of mud in his belt buckle, too, as Bob McClure, the pitching coach, is out for a visit. And they just posted that stat we gave you about Kyle Schwarber, and they just got a standing ovation. They put it on the big board. 20 homers in his first 97 games. Fastest Cub to that number.
Wow, teeing off, getting some swings at him here. Anthony's leaning. He's always on top of the plate, but it seemed even more so there. That's just good karma paying off for Schwarber. He was at that luncheon today, giving his time, greeting all the grant receivers. He and Ryan Sandberg. Maybe Pat or Coombe would make a play on that ball, but it hit their closed windows in front of their booth. Where they are protected from the elements.
Another foul. We were telling Pat, I'd have had that one.
Yeah. Good thing we're not playing 4 fouls and you're out.
Nobody up in the Phillies bullpen. They're 0-2, and I think Anthony got hit. He did. 7th time to lead the majors. Mark Leiter Jr. just got up.
Rushes the forearm of Anthony with a 87-mile-an-hour cut fastball.
Son of former major leaguer Mark Leiter Sr. and nephew of Al.
Yeah, Mark pitched for the Phillies for a couple seasons.
For some reason, this offense has liked waiting this year. So they've gotten down early, or in the case of this inning, until they had 2 outs. Lester started the rally with what looked like a pretty innocent single. Baez then a hit. Schwarber the home run. So Rizzo and Bryant, if the inning ends right now, they don't have to move.
Hellickson has walked 2 in a game for the first time this year.
That gets past Joseph. Bryant will score. Rizzo to third. Gary Jones going to send him. He is out at the plate. And Joel cannot challenge after losing his challenge earlier. So they do add to their lead as Bryant gets to the plate. Schwarber with a 3-run line shot homer. Cubs now lead by 4.
Cubs versus Phillies series sponsorship presented by Echo Outdoor Power Equipment.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, thousands of barrels lay silent. But that doesn't mean they lay idle. In fact, inside each and every Jim Beam barrel, the bourbon is aging, building a fuller, smoother flavor that only comes from being aged 4 long years. At Jim Beam, our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you. It's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Art. It can be sculpted, bringing to life beautiful detail. Are painted in luxurious strokes. And in rare cases, both.
Stream the Cubs on the go at csnchicago.com or on the NBC Sports app.
It's the Alta Corey Tax Back Weekend in Diamond Expo at James & Sons Fine Jewelers. See 500 Corey engagement rings and receive a gift card equal to your sales tax this weekend at James & Sons in Orland Park and Schererville.
6-2.
Ever been to Schererville?
I may have been through there once or twice.
Heard it's lovely.
Two strikes. And Hernandez. Bouncer backhanded by Bryant. High throw, safe. As Rizzo came off the bag. An error on Bryant.
Yeah, every play has 2 parts to it. The first part, the glove work, spectacular, and then Chris loads up and zings it across the diamond. It sails it high. Masters has worked harder tonight. He's thrown a lot of pitches. Could use a quick one. And Joe would love to get him into the 7th here tonight. But that's probably not likely. Double play here would be handy.
Feels like we've played a lot of baseball, but we really haven't. We're only in the 5th inning. That's part of the reason why I think Pete McCannon left Hellickson in. He needs innings. 1-2. So the fact that Joe could not challenge that play at the plate, and I did not get another look at it, I assume he was out. Huge lead by Hernandez. Not running.
Actually moving back to the base as the pitch was being delivered.
So my point about the fact that Joe didn't have a challenge, it means that replay, for most of it, it is a strategic area of the game, because a manager has to decide early whether or not a particular play is worth challenging. He challenged the play in the third inning. Bryant was thrown out at first. Ball 4. 2 on, nobody out. My personal preference, I would like to see it get taken out of the manager's hands and just try to get every call right. The downside to that idea is that if we're reviewing every particular play, it could take a really long time.
Yeah.
However,
a sport that's battling pace of play issues.
yes.
To begin
However, any close play, we have to wait 30 seconds to see if a manager wants to challenge. If we could shorten replay and maybe have another umpire on site in a press box or something, communicating with a home plate umpire, not having the umpires go over near a dugout, but just give it 1 or 2 quick looks, and if you don't see something totally egregious, you let it stand. I wonder if baseball will ever get to that point where we have better communication and we can do this faster.
Yeah, so the game on the field doesn't really change. The call is made, the ball goes back to the pitcher, he's rubbing it up, he's getting ready to pitch, and all of a sudden, boom, a light comes on, or the crew chief gets a message, hey, we're looking at this one, have him step off.
But almost have a 30-second clock on the replay. Now it's 2 minutes, but we shorten that part of it, but also take the managers out of it. Because my point is, if that was a horrible call at home plate and Joe didn't have a challenge, what's the point of replay if they totally blow the call?
Yeah.
Right. Just because you can't challenge it.
And then so you have to be really judicious about when you use your challenge and what the stakes are when you use it.
Swing and a miss.
They're not going to get cheated. And that's the one thing I've noticed, and I don't know if the evidence backs me up on this one, but it seems to me that fewer calls are being overturned, that there is a movement to, let's take a look at it. If it's not real apparent early on, let's just call stands and move on, which is what I thought it was going to be from the outset. And it evolved into a more of a break it down frame by frame and really study it. It's a bad AB there.
Strikes out. Big first out for John.
The anxious Herrera strikes out for the second time tonight.
Pitch to Franco is a little bit outside.
Franco has driven in 21 runs, 8 of those coming on 2 swings. He's got 2 grand slams already this year.
Pop foul. I'm going to recalibrate my point to try to make it more clear. Okay.
All right.
Every close play now, we wait 30 seconds, right? Manager holds his hand up. Hang on a second. And then says, no, we're good. Or says, yeah, I want to challenge. My thought would be, instead of waiting to see if you want to review it, somebody actually is immediately reviewing it. And then we don't have the 2-minute challenge. They're just all 30 seconds. So it actually would save time.
So, and the best way to do that would be to assign a 5th umpire to each crew. So there's a dedicated guy on every game who's ready to respond as soon as the manager decides to issue the challenge.
A little bit more toward college football, where somebody upstairs is the one notifying, not someone on the field. Three and two with 1 out. Well, McCannon had the runners on the move here. Down 4.
Franco is a guy you could usually count on to put the ball in play, but lately he's been swinging and missing a fair bit.
Loaded up without a hit, an error, and 2 walks. Pitching coach Chris Bosio may be heading to the mound.
Yeah, and John now approaching 100 pitches. And out of sync here in the 5th. So the short start by Anderson last night, an early call to the bullpen, a bullpen that's a little bit depleted tonight. It doesn't appear that they're going to get the length out of John that they'd hoped. He's got to get through this inning to qualify for the W.
Outside on Saunders. Carl Edwards Jr. and he's not messing around. Did not expect to see Mike Montgomery tonight or probably tomorrow night either. After his stellar outing out of the pen last night. 2 balls, no strikes.
Mr. again showing his displeasure at Toby Basner's strike zone, who has at times tonight has called that low strike. And the ones that the pitchers have had issue with are borderline pitches. I don't think you could make the case that Basner's been really bad here tonight.
Two and 1.
You could definitely make the case that he has not been especially generous. Certainly hasn't been a pitcher's umpire here tonight.
Saunders is fortunate that ball wasn't put in play, or might have been a 4-6-3 inning ender. Number 100 for John, and it gets away, and the runners are going to hold. So Julio Hernandez did not get a good read on it. Once he hesitated, it was too late.
Yeah, I guess you compound the mistake if you don't react properly initially. He didn't have a particularly big secondary, and maybe Contreras' arm and reputation for throwing to the bases is the reason why he didn't have an aggressive secondary.
Man, did he pounce on that ball.
I figure with Hernandez's speed, he would have been going there.
3-1 now.
They're down 4 runs. They've got the bases loaded. Understandable that he would be a little cautious.
Softly bounced to Rizzo. He will get it to Lester. A run will score. It's 6-3. Phillies have 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. So Saunders gets an RBI. That'll be an unearned run. Joseph with a walk and an RBI double. Big homer last night. Joseph, 6th career game against the Cubs. He is 6 out of 17 with 3 homers, 6 RBIs.
Got the jump on Joseph here. See if he can put him away. Obviously a huge confrontation in this game. 3-run lead, but 2 in scoring position.
One and 2. The pitch. Joseph from Scottsdale, Arizona. 2nd round pick of the Giants, 2009. Swing and a miss. Lester gives up an unearned run, but that's all. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies 3.
Know how many bubbles are in a bottle of champagne?
49 million, I count it. Not really, but what I do count is $100 Binny's Beverage Depot donates to charity every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit.
After all, Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs.
So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh, baby, I'm gonna let you know we belong together. We belong together.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. That's why State Farm protects them together, to help life go right. Combine and save. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
To err is human. To anticipate is the Lexus RX. With pedestrian detection, auto braking, and lane departure alert, standard. Experience another step closer to a safer world. Experience amazing.
This is the famous Joe Madden's hoagie made from Aunt Geneva's old family recipe. The experts at Binny's Beverage Depot suggest pairing it with Brunello di Montalcino. That's where they say, se non lo si può trovare a Binny di non probablemente vale la pena de bere.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a T-Mobile In the Loop update. Coming up tonight on In the Loop Prime, we have the real-life story of a field of dreams, how one young fan's hard work paid off with a pair of tickets to see the Cubbies at Wrigley Field for the first time in his life. We'll have a story of 9-year-old Colt Kyler, whose internet video went viral last month and even caught the attention of some of the Cubs players. That's tonight on In the Loop. Now, we go back to Wrigley. Len and JD.
Cap, thank you. Former Cub Andres Blanco playing first base. And Mark Leiter Jr. making just his second major league appearance.
Now called up from Lehigh Valley on the 18th when Howie Kendrick went on the DL.
Yeah, so he had to sit around for a while before he got into a big league game. Facing Addison Russell.
So the Lighters become the second father-son duo to play for the Phillies. Ruben Amaro, senior and junior, both wore the Phil's colors.
So he got called up, as you mentioned, on the 18th, debuted on the 28th. I'd like to sit around for a week and a half. I mean, you'd be loving life in the big leagues, but
yeah, normally the manager will find an opportunity to get a call up into a game just to get his feet wet a little bit. Maybe the opportunity never presented itself. But yeah, that's a lot of idle time.
Leadoff walk. Here's Hayward.
The pay's a lot better, though.
It is. Bouncer foul to first. Tough night for Hellickson. 4 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs. They were all earned. 3 homers allowed. Bryant, Baez, and a big blast by Schwarber.
They're not a hard thrower. Averaging right around 91 miles per hour. Change up and a slider. From Toms River, New Jersey, not too far from Philadelphia. So gets to pitch close to home.
His dad was born, I think, Joliet, Illinois, but yeah, went to high school in New Jersey. The 0-2 swing and a miss. He strikes out Hayward. The Cubs offer baseball summer camps presented by ATI Physical Therapy and Ideal Industries. Young sluggers ages 5 to 13 have the chance to suit up in Cubs gear and meet a current Cub during a VIP Wrigley Field visit and get top-notch baseball instruction. Enroll now at any of the 8 Chicagoland locations. Go to Cubs.com/kids for more information.
Hitter had only pitched twice at AAA this year, 5 1/3 innings, struck out 11. A good sink there at 92, and the strikeout pitch to Hayward had great action. Changeup.
Russell goes. And Contreras fouls.
Yeah, well, with that sinker and Contreras hitting, pretty good chance the ball is going to be on the ground, so not a bad idea to start Russell there. Make sure you stay out of a double play. John Jay out on deck for Lester.
Russell's going to hold. Close, but Addy got back in.
And a little flinch, like he was leaning.
Popped up back of the plate. No play for Rupp. Russell not going, and now he'll take off after that ball hit the dirt. That'll be a wild pitch.
Some kind of a split finger pitch that he's throwing for his off-speed pitch, and he spikes that one way out in front of home plate. Rupp can't control the rebound. Keith Moreland celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Zonk.
Zonk.
Zonk is 63.
Happy birthday. One of our favorites. He held ball 4. Here's John Jay to bat for Lester.
Zonk's probably following the career of Cameron Rupp, the Phillies catcher, both UT products.
Shot, dipping, and it's caught by Herrera as he robs Jay of a hit. 2 outs.
Jay, every time he comes off the bench, ends up having a good swing or a good at bat.
been a good series for Baez. 2 homers. Tonight, from the 9th spot, he's 2 for 2 with a homer and 2 runs. Delivery, it is low.
Sometimes a struggling hitter just needs, one break, one ball to fall in, something that takes the pressure off a little bit. In the case of Baez yesterday, it was a mistake pitch. Velasquez had him 0-2. Avia chased a couple pitches way out of the zone, and Velasquez threw him a fastball right down the middle. Hit the home run, and he's had good plate appearances since then. A little success just takes the edge off, takes that anxiety away a little bit.
Off the end of the bat. 3-0 swing, now 3-1. Good thing that one was not put in play. Lighters 3-1. Pulled foul the other direction.
Yeah, it used to be managers would only give a green light to a hitter on 3-0 if they trusted that hitter had such a good idea of the strike zone that he'd only swing at his pitch. Now, as we mentioned earlier, there's almost no such thing as a fastball count. 3-0. The one time you can usually count on seeing a fastball. So I think that's become the mindset. Just turn guys loose on 3-0, let them take a big swing and hope they run into one.
Runners will be moving with 2 outs. In the right. Could score 2. Russell's in. Contreras will score. Baez to third. It's a triple. What a night. He's a double away from the cycle.
Yeah, and that's the approach they've been hoping to see from Baez, a willingness to go the other way. This is a fastball up, on or off the outside corner, and he stays on it, doesn't pull off, bangs it into the right field corner, and off he goes. And down the stretch he goes. I'll put 100 on Javi on Saturday.
So 8-3. Ball 1 on Schwarber as the crowd chants Javi, Javi. Co-MVP of the NLCS last year. And a big star with Team Puerto Rico in the WBC. Average back up to 200. With the 3-run homer. Lofted to left. Altair will grab it. Cubs add 2 to their lead. It's 8-3 as we head to the 6th.
Whatever you're getting ready for, come into Supercuts for our attention to detail and signature hot towel finish. So you're not just ready, but super ready. Check in online today.
Wendy's Double Stack is still an option in the 4 for $4. With a quarter pound of fresh beef, that's a deal so good it should not exist. Like how owls shouldn't be able to turn their heads all the way around.
Whew, wouldn't like that deal.
The Double Stack and the 4 for $4. A deal so great, it's impossibly good, but not for long.
With my moderate to severe Crohn's disease, I was always searching for ways to manage my symptoms. I thought I had it covered. Then I realized managing was all I was doing. When I finally told my doctor, he said Humira was for people like me, who've tried other medications but still experience the symptoms of moderate to severe Crohn's disease. In clinical studies, the majority of patients on Humira saw significant symptom relief, and many achieved remission.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
If you're still just managing your symptoms, ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, remission is possible.
Saturday on CSN, the Fire wrap up their road trip in LA as they take on Giovanni Dos Santos and the Galaxy. Coverage begins at 9 with Chicago Fire pregame.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Jake Arrieta gets to start tomorrow. It's Game 3 of this series with the Phillies. Coverage starts at 7 on CSN, or stream the game on the NBC Sports app and at csnchicago.com. Cut to slow motion swing of powerful hitters. Cut to live action and slender right-hander Carl Edwards Jr. And boy, can't do much better than that, can you? An ERA of 0 for 11 ball games, 10 innings. He has struck out 13, walked 4, allowed just 2 hits.
Closer, Wade Davis on the left. Carl Edwards Jr. on the right. Yeah. Bullpen has been a big bright spot for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know going into this game, and Joe kind of likes to script out his bullpen usage, and I'm not sure exactly who's available tonight. But Edwards up last inning, and I think it was because Joe identified that as a potential game-changing inning. As the Phillies ended up with the bases loaded in that inning, and he was getting Edwards ready in case he needed to bring him in for a big punch out. Lester was able to work his way out of that inning, but Edwards was hot and ready to go, so he gets the ball here in the 6th.
1 strike to Galvis.
There's a lot of work at the top of the zone. That cutter.
I'll find the seats behind the home dugout.
Yankees in town over the weekend. They have an 11-5 lead over the Blue Jays. They're in the 9th in the Bronx. Aaron Judge, I believe, has hit another home run. That would give him 11. Yankees hit a bucket load of home runs today. Gardner hit a couple. Judge hit 2. Hicks. 5 home runs for the Yankees in that ball game. 4 allowed by Blue Jay starter Matt Latos, who gave up 7 in 4 innings of work.
They might get Gary Sanchez back for this series here in Chicago. He went on the DL 5 games into the season with a biceps issue. Pulled on the ground to Rizzo. He'll take it by himself.
The Judge has 12. Is that the MLB leader?
I believe
so. Thames has been sitting on 11 for a while. Thames and Ryan Zimmerman both with 11 to lead the National League.
That's the call Lester couldn't get. Cardinals lead the Brewers late 2-1 in the 8th. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1.
Just poured it right through there. Go ahead, big fella. See how hard you can hit this one. John Lester tonight, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He walked 5, struck out 5, allowed 1 home run through 106 pitches.
Foul tip.
Well positioned to pick up his first win of the year.
And he'll be the first to tell you it wasn't his best outing. And had really been a tough luck guy prior to tonight.
Yeah, especially his first 3. I'll tell you the one thing he did tonight. You know, we mentioned Toby Basler, the home plate umpire, wasn't calling that low strike, and John didn't give into it. You know, sometimes you get a little frustrated and you just start throwing the ball over the heart of the plate. Like, okay, here you go. And he ended up walking 5, but still stayed out of the middle of the plate and allowed just the 2 earned runs.
First strikeout for Edwards, 2 outs in the inning. Andres Blanco. Switch hitting utility man, now playing first. Enjoyed having him here as a Cub. 2009, 53 games. Former Royal, Cub, and Ranger. He's been with the Phillies since 2014. He's had some stretches of no big league time. 07, 08, 12 and 13. This is his 10th major league season. 33 years old. Swung at a pitch that almost hit him. It's 1-2.
That's the cutting action on this fastball. Almost pulled a Rizzo. In 2015, Blanco had 233 at-bats for the Phillies, the most he's ever had in a major league season. Been one of those bubble guys up and down from AAA, part-time player.
Edwards 1-2 pitch. Downstairs for a ball. Two outs, nobody on. Cubs lead 8-3. games into the series, we have not had a starter go more than 5 innings for either team. Zobrist coming in, and he makes the grab, and Edwards works a 1-2-3 6th.
Really? Oh, relax, babe. I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB.
Are you sure that means all things?
Yeah, totally. Oh. Good morning, Bryce.
Dude, what time is it?
Funny filter time. Say something funny. I'm not that funny. Yeah, still kind of funny. Thanks. I got unlimited data, so we can just keep going if you want.
That's how he wakes up.
I know.
Like perfectly coiffed. T-Mobile One. Stream, post, and share all things MLB on the most advanced LTE network. Unlimited data means unlimited baseball.
Tomorrow, this is baseball. Cubs, Phillies, Game 3 of 4. First pitches at 7 on CSN or stream live on the NBC Sports app. Cubs Phillies series sponsorship presented by Echo Outdoor Power.
Now is the time to escape to the Champagne Lodge and Luxury Suites in Willowbrook. Just 25 minutes outside of Chicago. It's perfect for a private getaway. Each suite has an oversized whirlpool tub, walk-in steam shower, stone-encased fireplace, relax at our on-site spa with a Swedish or deep tissue massage, hot stone therapy, or mud wrap. Need more? Reserve your very own private pool suite. Book your next special memory at the Champagne Lodge today. You know you deserve it.
I'm only here for a blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress.
Sometimes it's hard to leave Goodwill with just one thing.
Blue dress.
But it's okay. With your Club Goodwill Rewards card, you can earn points with every purchase for even more savings.
You always amaze me.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field. Bottom of the 6th we go. This is your Miller Lite game report. The big bat from Javier Baez creating some separation for the Cubs here tonight. Before that, it was Kyle Schwarber, a big 3-run home run in the 4th, his 4th of the year. And before the game, guys, he said he felt like he was really close, a game of millimeters. And he said all he needed to do was make that slight adjustment. He felt like he was in a really good position all season. He's been telling us, keep in mind, this isn't new scenery for me. I led off when I was in college, and I even did it some in 2015, and he alluded to Jason Hayward, of course, guys, being moved in the middle of his big league career.
Kelly, thank you, as Hernandez had to cover a lot of ground to retire Bryant.
Yeah, and I think the whole key, and it's not as easy for a relatively inexperienced player. Remember, Kyle hasn't had a ton of playing time yet at the big league level. Is just to remain calm when you're going through a funk like he was, to understand that it's going to come around. You know, most guys will say it, but inwardly they're just churning and frustrated and getting out of their game a little bit, and that's human nature. But the best, the guys that can kind of stay calm, deal with the process, maybe less so than the results, usually have an easier time getting out of those funks.
2-0 to Rizzo. Members of the Chicago Fire will conduct the 7th inning stretch coming up. 3-0.
Well, let's see how aggressive he's going to be here on this 3-0 offer. Well-placed cutter. That was his uncle's signature pitch. Al had that great cut fastball.
Strike 2. Fill it up. infielder over there, and he's got it in shallow left. Make sure you follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, all season long at CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. Go to jeffvuk.com or follow him on social media. Nationwide is on your side. Two down, it's Zobrist, who's lined out, walked, and doubled in a run.
Yeah, last few days, he's been on the ball, hitting it sharply. Results haven't always been there, but the contact's been good.
Zobrist with Russell waiting. Ground ball to first. Blanco feeds Leiter. Cubs go in order for the first time tonight. They've got a big lead.
Honda knows making smart choices can give us better peace of mind. But smart can also be exciting. And with Sport Mode in the Accord, now you can have both. The action-packed Accord, a car and driver's 10 best, a record 31 times. Nothing compares to a Honda.
At Panera, a salad is so much more than one thing. More than one flavor, or texture, or color. A good, clean salad is so much more than green. And with Panera Catering, more for your event. Panera, food as it should be.
This is the original light beer. Brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste. To be enjoyed from first game to last call. Miller Lite. Hold true.
To be in the Express, you gotta be able to ride. And I mean really ride.
Jack, wait.
Ma, I ain't no boy no more.
You don't know what's out there. It's dangerous.
This is something I have to do, Ma.
But the job only calls to a man who has what it takes.
You take this, and you go west as fast as you can.
Think we'll see him again, Ma?
I reckon.
How can you be so sure?
Because west is that way.
Welcome back. Cubs have an 8-3 lead as we get into the 7th inning. Chicago Fire night here at the ballpark, and Dax McCarty with the Fire, and you're going to be joined by a couple of your teammates coming up. How you doing?
Doing well, doing real well. Glad to be here.
How's the team playing these days? I know you're about 500, right?
Yeah. So playing pretty well for the most part at home. On the road, we've had 2 road games recently where we've performed pretty well, but haven't gotten the desired result, which happens in sports, as you know. But overall, I think it's been a good start to the season.
Is there much of a home field advantage in soccer?
Yes, absolutely. Big home field advantage in soccer. I think, obviously, you know, you guys being around the Cubs all the time, you know, you feed off the energy of the crowd. I think that in soccer, it's a huge advantage, and our fans are very good at that.
Way high.
You know, the challenge in baseball sometimes is to be able to peel back when there's a lot of energy and a lot of emotion. You got to kind of restrain yourself. In soccer, I'm guessing it's more of it helps fuel you, because that's a go kind of sport.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like you said, in baseball, you know, you have a couple pauses, you know, switching innings and whatnot. In soccer, you got halftime, and that's about it.
Schwarber makes a catch. We've got Fire action coming up on CSN. The Galaxy coming up. Colorado at home on Wednesday, May 17th. That'll be on Plus. Do you have a favorite road facility?
Oh man, a lot of good road trips. I'd say one of my favorite ones is Toronto for sure. I know you know, a lot of people might be surprised by that, but Toronto's an unbelievable city. It's a great city, great fans, big stadium. The soccer culture up there is vibrant and it's very electric. So I really enjoy going to Toronto. And then obviously our next road trip out in LA is always fun. You know, weather's always perfect and you get to go to LA. So it's always a pleasure going out there.
We got a nice stadium in Portland as well. Used to be their AAA baseball stadium.
They've turned that stadium into something really cool.
They really have, yeah. 8-3 Cubs, 7th inning. So why didn't you get to throw out the first pitch? How did that work out?
I'd say that we've got a guy on our team who he's a pretty big deal. He's a pretty big deal, but he's also a really good guy, and he's a guy who's he's won a few more big trophies than I have. So I'd say he probably took first precedent over me, but he enjoys the Chicago sports scene like we all do. I was a little disappointed in his throw, I've got to be honest. We practiced a little bit earlier. He practiced with me. He was throwing in some heat. I was catching for him, and you know, the expectation was that he was going to bring a little bit of more of a fastball rather than a looper.
Bastian Schweinsteiger with the first pitch. 2 outs here in the inning.
Yeah, more power.
So there you are. Yeah. You're kind of
exactly.
Him
See?
there.
So he was getting into it. He was warming up his arm a little bit. I was telling him, hey man, you know, you can bring the heat a little bit more. That's it. The third throw is the one that got me the most. I don't know if you guys get to see that one, but that third throw was impressive.
Here's Herrera with 2 outs. Cubs lead 8-3. Into left, going to be caught. All right, Dax, here we go. We'll grab the headset from you and we'll get ready for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Mazda with the Fire.
Conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, members of the Chicago Fire.
What's going on, Chicago? Let's go, baby!
All right, Gary, let's do this. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, or it's one. Make sure out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs, Cubbies!
The 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Mazda. Driving matters.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed. When everything is designed around you, the driver, you can. The new Mazda 3.
Now get the 2017 Mazda 3 for 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash.
Spring is on, and it's time to get growing. So while you're doing your thing, we'll do what we do best to get you ready to live life outside. As America's #1 professional lawn care company, True Green can tailor a plan that turns your ordinary lawn into an extraordinary one that will thrive and stay healthy throughout the year.
Thanks, Matt. And 1 on Madison Russell. It's a popular group. We had about 30 people in here. Photographers, we had paparazzi. That was fun.
Yeah, I'd like to get out there and watch them play.
It's a great sport. Hector Rondon in the Cubs bullpen. Ground ball is short. Galvis to Blanco for the out.
Follow Cubs baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat mobile app. Stay connected to the game's best players all season long with Game Day, a live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat today. It's your #1 app for live baseball.
Nothing on Jason Hayward.
White Sox rolled out their 3 Garcia outfield again tonight. And they are beating the Royals 6-0. Well, they have beaten the Royals 6-0. 8 shutout innings for Jose Quintana tonight.
Not that you would consider doing something else at this point. I mean, where would you rather be than watching Cubs baseball? As Hayward takes the walk, but with a 5-run lead, you may be thinking, well, this game feels like it's in hand. Well, Javier Baez is a double away from the cycle. And JD, this is a National League game, and he is batting 9th. And I've got to wonder if a 9-hitter in the history of the National League has ever hit for the cycle.
That is a great question. My guess would be no.
Matt Caesar is on deck in the pitcher spot.
And a wild one in LA tonight. The Giants scored 4 in the top half of the second. The Dodgers have answered with 5 in the bottom of the second.
More stellar work from Carl Edwards Jr. here this evening. Faced 6, retired them all. One is too close to Contreras. I did get a tweet that said Dan Welter of the Philadelphia A's hit for the cycle in 1907, but that would have been in the American League. Out at second, safe at first. From a 9-year-old dreaming of a trip to Wrigley to an overnight social media sensation. Meet Colt and the Kyler family and their passion for the Chicago Cubs. Field of dreams come true. Tonight on In the Loop Prime after Cubs postgame live. Caesar off the bench. for Edwards.
Perhaps you're wondering who hit the first home run in National League history?
I was.
A fellow by the name of Ross Barnes for the Chicago White Stockings. 1876 on this date.
First National League homer.
Off the Cincinnati Reds hurler by the name of Cherokee Fisher. The next day, the Chicago Tribune reported Barnes, coming to bat with 2 men out, made the finest hit of the game, straight down to the left field carriages for a clean home run. It was written back in the day like those old-fashioned movie reels. More useless trivia. You can stump your friends with that. Now you know Ross Barnes hit the first home run in the history of the National League.
Yeah.
Good take.
Phillies were running off the field. They thought it was strike 3.
Not tonight.
Fly center field. Routine for Herrera, and he's got it. We go to the 8th. Cubs lead 8-3.
My $3.99 Bliss Pillow Top Queen mattress set means you get to spend less time thinking about what to spend on a mattress and more time inventing comfy sleep positions. Find your favorite position for less only at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? You make it for those who don't always look out for themselves. You make it detect what they don't. You make it for 3 rows of precious cargo. Going further for whatever life throws at you. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get an Escape with 0% financing for 72 months or up to $5,062 in total savings. Only at your local Ford dealer.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You got 10 seconds. Go.
Our Gladiator Power Dual Reclining Sofa, only $12.99. Lighted cup holders and hidden storage. Drop-down table with 2 outlets and overhead lights. 2 power headrests. And 2 power recliners. Phew.
Impressive.
Untouchable.
Cubs versus Phillies series sponsorship presented by Echo Outdoor Power Equipment.
Welcome back, folks. Apply for an all-digital, no-fee loan now at eclicklending.com. eClick is located right here in Chicagoland and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. eClick Lending, boom. Your mortgage just happened. Has that read always come with that boom in the background?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, good work then, whoever inserted the boom. Well done. Boom, boom, out go the lights. Here comes Boom, Boom Rondon. He's got an ERA of 0.96 for 10 appearances, 9 1/3, 3 hits. And very stingy in that department. He's walked 5, struck out 11. Until Carl Edwards entered this game, there had not been a 3-up, 3-down inning for either side. He posted a couple of them. Passes the baton to Hector. to feature that first pitch slider a bunch this year.
There it is, and it's off the inside. 1-0 on Franco. Phillies a 10-2 winner last night. Cubs lead 8-3 here tonight. Two more to go in this series. Short right. Zobrist. The Cubs are introducing a game-changing new premier experience here at Wrigley Field with seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club. The experience will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List. Jake Arrieta will pitch tomorrow night against Jared Eichhoff. A matchup of right-handers here on CSN. And then Thursday afternoon, series finale. John Lackey for the Cubs, Zach Eflin for the Phillies.
Thought he was an actor, like a Disney Channel guy or something. Zach Eflin.
Close.
There's the former closer, Victor Neris. He's been scuffling.
Hayward waves off Zoe, and he's got it. 2 outs.
It's 11 in a row retired by Cubs pitching.
Brock Stassi takes a strike. He was the last guy to make the opening day roster. Non-roster invitee.
Yeah, I remember that story in spring training.
He was pretty excited.
Yeah. Told me he made the club, broke into tears.
Double-A Eastern League. He was the MVP 2 years ago. And in the minor leagues, he has pitched at least one time in each of the last 4 seasons. A 1.74 ERA and 9 relief appearances. Strike 3. Bullpen has been perfect so far.
So, like I was saying, both the Elantra and this Sonata have an available turbocharged engine.
You do?
And they both offer available lane departure warning.
Really?
Hey, glad I didn't mention automatic emergency braking.
Wait, it can stop itself?
So about that America's Best warranty.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai, and this is the reason to buy now. Hurry in and get up to 25% off a 2017 Sonata. That's $6,750 in total savings.
Art. It can be sculpted, bringing to life beautiful detail. Are painted in luxurious strokes. And in rare cases, both.
People are talking about the new Buick. With 4 fresh new models to choose from. And what are they saying?
Your new Buick is so cute.
Love the new Buick. That's a Buick?
Sweet Buick.
Experience the new Buick.
Get supplier discount pricing plus purchase cash on all 2017 Buick Envision Essence vehicles. That's over $6,600 total value on this Envision.
Subscribe to the Cubs Talk podcast on iTunes or the Google Play Store today.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with an In the Loop update presented by our friends at Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values. Coming up tonight on In the Loop Prime, the real-life story of a field of dreams. How one young fan's hard work paid off with a pair of tickets to see the Cubbies at Wrigley Field for the first time in his young life. We'll have the story of 9-year-old Colt Kyler, whose internet video went viral last month and even caught the attention of Cubs players. That's tonight on In the Loop Prime. Now we go back to Wrigley. Bring it home, boys. Len and JD.
Cap, thank you. Hefty home run time. Bryant in the first. Baez in the third. And then Schwarber, the big blow, 3-run homer, 4th inning.
Here's Baez, a double away from a cycle. Facing new Philly pitcher Hector Neris. Got a very good split finger pitch.
Yeah, that
That's
was
what he
it.
tried there. The last time he was on the mound, he allowed back-to-back home runs against the Dodgers. In the 9th, saw a 5-2 lead slip away. Ultimately suffered the 6-5 loss.
That's National League player batting 9th. It's happened in the American League, but never in the NL. Hopped up. I think that's going to find the seats. It does. Toast of the game is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. It is hobby time.
First pitch curveball from Hellickson. He sat on it, hammered it. Solid single to center. And then this may be the most impressive swing. 3-bagger to right, homered in that direction. Well, more towards right center last night. It's good to see him stay on it and go the other way.
Benny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. That ball will drop, and he's going to hold with a single.
he was thinking about it, though.
Yeah. Made the right decision, though. How about 4 for 4? That'll work.
That sure will. A little pop-up in the shallow right, and he's going hard down the line, thinking maybe, can I, should I? No. Drop anchor.
That glare by Schwarber. I love it. Third time in Baez's career he's compiled 4 hits in a game.
Last year struck out 102 batters in 80 and a third innings of work.
Wade Davis getting ready for a non-save spot. The end of the bat, and it's going to carry all the way out to Herrera. It's a final in New York. Yankees 11, Blue Jays 5. Almora Jr. off the bench. For Bryant. Are the Diamondbacks for real? They beat the Nationals 6-3 tonight.
Scoring a bunch of runs, aren't they?
Really. Now 17 and 11 after that win tonight.
Third in the league in runs scored coming into play tonight. Second in ERA. That's the surprising thing.
Ground ball into left. Long run over by Altair. Baez to third. Almora with the single.
Good work by Almora off the bench. Gets the hands pulled in, gets the head out in front, and off he goes.
Red Sox beat the Orioles 5-2 tonight, but that was not the big story. Chris Sale threw behind Manny Machado in that game in the first inning. Foul tip by Rizzo, and Adam Jones of the Orioles got an extended standing ovation from the Fenway crowd the night after he was taunted with some racial epithets, had a bag of peanuts thrown at him. Ground ball to second. They'll go 4-6-3. And we'll go to the ninth. Cubs leading by 5.
So why do your low fares come with 2 free bags, unlike the other guys?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
And why do your low fares stay so low?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
Why am I wasting time with that other airline?
When you should be with me instead.
Yes. What? Southwest.
Hey, Chicago. Say yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
The blades of a combat chopper spin at 380 RPMs. Not even close to an Echo trimmer. Now that's shock and awe. Power on and on.
Toyota time means it's time to go places. Enjoy your new Camry. It's what Toyota's NASCAR teams drive.
Oh, I know.
Right now, get 0% APR for 72 months